Good afternoon to all of you. The Philippine economy, with the decisive leadership of Rodrigo Duterte, is now ready for an economic breakout that will increase the pace of growth, intensify inclusion, and reduce poverty. On one hand, the Philippine economy enjoys what might be called the Cinderella moment. It took us many years to rebuild from both the debt crisis of the mid-80s and the Asian financial crisis of the late 90s. Those years required us to undertake austerity measures. These measures, in turn, led us to underinvest in infrastructure. During that difficult period, our neighbors in the region spent about twice what we did in modernizing their infrastructure. We have completed our fiscal consolidation. Our credit ratings attest to this. The debt burden is no longer a drag on our economic growth. We can now reshape our economic development so it is investment-led. This, in turn, will open the door to a truly inclusive economy. An investment-led growth pattern creates jobs and opens more economic opportunities for our people. We are now actively seeking investments not only to rebuild our depleted manufacturing sector, but also to capitalize our agriculture to make it more efficient. On the other hand, the Philippines now looks forward to what has been called a demographic sweet spot. As the populations of some of the more mature economies in Asia begin to age, we are looking forward to the entry of millions of young Filipinos into the workforce. We must invest in them and make them globally competitive. We must prepare the economy to provide meaningful jobs for them, or else risk building an alienated and discontented generation. The demographic sweet spot is both challenge and opportunity. It is a test of our ability to govern and chart the nation's future. Seizing the opportunities offered by this demographic advantage requires our reshaping our country's economic development beginning at this time. We must build a truly inclusive economy. To do so, our economy should be investments-led, creating new jobs and opening opportunities for all. If we examine all the reasons why the Philippines fell behind the other economies of this dynamic region, it has much to do with poor infrastructure. It is here where we should begin rebuilding our competitiveness. The decades of underinvestments in infra ends today. Our program of infrastructure build-up will entail trillions in economic investments. We need to undertake these investments for the sake of the next generation of Filipinos, or else they will remain in the same poverty trap we found ourselves. Realigning income tax rates, however, will bring down revenues even as we improve tax administration and broaden the tax base. This means we have to introduce new revenue measures that will not only compensate for lower tax rates, but also fund the massive infra program. The comprehensive tax reform package we proposed for legislation is the key link in the grand effort to break out from the cycle of low growth and build a dynamic, inclusive economy for our people. The tax reform package will support investments in our human capital, upgrading the educational system, and providing quality health care. It is a proactive and pro-poor measure that supports the expansionary fiscal posture of the present administration. In a word, the comprehensive tax reform package is an indispensable component of the Duterte administration's economic strategy. This is an audacious strategy that seeks to lift our country to upper middle income status by 2022 and high income status by 2040. We do not intend to let the opportunities of this moment pass. This government intends to move quickly and produce results at the soonest. Fortunately, we have a capable leader of much audacity. We have a leader of vision and intense love of country. All the favorable factors are present. It is time for the breakout.